or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions. Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Well, welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It's a 2.5-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers, and you can transform your life. Right now on VCMG in South Florida, Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium who can assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. For the next 2.5 hours, listen and call in toll-free 888-565-1470, 888-565-1470, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube and share love and light.
The world is changing now, and we don't know where to go. The world is different now, and people have lost their way. It's just not easy to be who we want to be, 'cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart. The ways that worked before, they don't work anymore. We have lost our love for everyone. We have hurt each other. The world is changing now. It's asking us to move along, to open up a different way of loving one another. We can't stay the same. We've lost the game of life. We can't run away anymore. The world is changing now. We need to heed the warning. The world is calling you to rise above where you've been. The world is changing now. What we did before doesn't work. It's time for you. It's time for me to change. The world is changing now. Won't you change and open your heart? open up and clear the energy at 888-565-1470. And here we are, all of us gathered together. And it's been quite the ride, this journey of transformation through 2022. And it's coming to a close. But what are the things that have happened to you in the past year, the past few years, that didn't let you create the world the way you wanted it to? Do you think perhaps that something happened for you that was here to help you, to work beyond the circumstances, to shift the energy that, well, maybe wasn't working? Maybe something was pushing you forward so that you wouldn't have to change until it was the perfect time. It's a powerful time for all of us to move ourselves forward and to make a change. We welcome your calls here at 888-565-1470. There have been times where each one of us has had an opportunity to wonder, why me? Why is this happening to me now? Why can't I have what I want? When is it my turn? Have you ever wondered why maybe you lost a job and things fell by the wayside and you thought, my goodness, what am I going to do? I can't connect the way I want in my life because now I have no job. I can't create what I want. What has happened to you during that time? Have you stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, this is a time for you to be still, for you to ask yourself a very important question? Hey, why am I still now? What about my job wasn't I liking? What about my experience was making me dissatisfied? I spoke to someone a little while ago, earlier today, and she was sharing with me that she had this experience of getting laid off. And it kind of had her a little bit put back, a little concerned. Financially, she was thinking she could be okay. But what about what's going to happen in the months to come? Last time she was laid off, it took a year. But in that year, she accomplished so much. So each one of us has to take a moment and realize that everything happens for a reason. So tonight, when we answer your questions at 888-565-1470, right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, we're going to weave in why everything happens for a reason. We're going to weave in how we can create something new. And we're going to make a positive change because we've got all the power in the world, each one of us. It's inside of you. You're wired for greatness. It's just accepting it and being open for what's to come. Well, we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors because then I want to answer these calls and go to my friends on Facebook and my friends at YouTube. So leave your messages, leave your comments, share the page at 888-565-1470. Call in. Let's connect, each one of us. Stay with us, everyone. We're going to take a brief moment to hear from our sponsors so we can dedicate as much time to all of you and all of your calls. So line up, and we will be talking to you in just a moment. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its soul. Like a movie playing in a different. I've been standing here before you long before you saw me before you, and you called me. Every soul has its movie, changing characters in theaters. Everyone knows everyone, but I know you know me somehow. Do you know me? Do I know you? I think we've met before. You've been seeing me beside you when you close your eyes, and you know me, and I know you. Every soul has its journey. Every heart has its dreams. When all the stars align, they bring it in due time. And you know me, and I know you from another time, from another time. Do you know?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Are you looking for insight and guidance to make 2023 a year of new beginnings and fulfillment? Sarah Spiritual's 2023 forecast is now available. The 2023 forecast offers insight into love, finances, career, and health, plus a special personalized message channel from your angels. Your session can be done in person, by phone, or video. Looking for the perfect gift for a friend or family member? Gift certificates are available. To contact Sarah, call 561-682-0956 or visit sarahspiritual.com. Again, 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com to schedule your session today. Toast to the new year with Sarah Spiritual.
The world is changing now, and we Yes, indeed. The world is different now, and people have lost their way. And it's not easy to understand what's going on in the world, but our job, each one of us, is to really connect to our inner self. So we're going to go to the phone lines and answer questions because everything happens for a reason. And we need to understand that the universe always has our back. Everything, every single thing is working for all of you. It doesn't always feel that way. So we're so glad that you're joining us here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, on 95.3, 96.9, 1470 AM, 95.9, 106.9, and 103.1 HD3. It's a lot of stations, but we're glad. And if you're new to this listening audience, we welcome you. We've been on national radio for 13 and a half years answering questions, life situations, life's problems, life stuff. So we're going to tune in to all of you, drumming up to my angels, pulling in the guides. We're going to bring it all in for all of you. So let's go to our phone lines, 888 565 1470. I've got to go to Alberta. Alberta, she's in Detroit. How are you tonight? Hello, my darling. How are you? Good to have you on. Let's see if we can pull Alberta up on our call list here. Alberta, can you hear us?
I can, Sarah. How are you?
I am doing well, doing well. And everything happens for a reason in this life, right? So before we get to your question, how did you come to find Spiritually Speaking with Sarah?
On the internet.
Ah.
And I subscribed to your channel.
Perfect. Thank you.
That's how I've been tuning in every time.
And you know what? I kind of feel like I hear this song in my head. We are family. Right? So now we're family, right? I know your story, right?
Yes.
You've been following us. You know my story. Our whole listening audience knows my story, right? So we're journeying together. Now, Alberta, when I look at where you are, it's really a time for you to kind of branch out and make some choices that are going to network you into something that makes you feel secure, safe, that life is going to offer you what you desire. It's really important for you to look at all those big things in your life and choose what we need to do next to take us to the next level of fulfillment for yourself. Alberta, what is your question for me tonight?
Well, Sarah, you know what? When I saw that your subject was everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
This year for me has been like a roller coaster,
Mm-hmm.
twists, turns, ups, down, and especially this the latter part of November up until now. I'm telling you, my back is up against the wall. I mean, nothing goes right for me. I'm really just a total wreck, and sometimes I just said to myself, am I battling depression? Because I just feel so like I'm just walking this road alone. So, nobody to turn to, nobody to talk to, and then sometimes when I do have somebody to talk to, I'm just ashamed to share with them what I'm feeling.
And there's no reason to be ashamed.
So when I saw that your subject today was things happen for a reason, I just had to try and get in on the line because
Yes.
I'm just that I don't know.
Well, it is a time for you to shift community, to shift the people around you. It's a time for you to tune into yourself. And we have to ask ourselves this question. Where is the area of dissatisfaction that's at the root of all that I'm experiencing? Where is the disconnect? And how can I transform my life? Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself this question, how do I get out of this mess? And a fine mess it is. And you say November, but I go back to June. I really feel like things were building up in June. And this is what they call that classic reset, because you are not where you want to be on all levels of your life, financially, emotionally, and it's almost as if no man is an island, but you feel like an island. Is that true?
That's very true.
I hear this song in my head. Sometimes I wonder where I've been, who I am, do I fit in? Make believing is hard alone out here on my own. So you've been out on your own, proving who you are, and I feel like people have literally turned on you and not supported you. So now
Yep.
it's time to take stock. And your angels and your guides are telling me that this is not your first go around with feeling alone, abandoned, disconnected, unsupported, and also financially challenged. This is true, yes?
This is true, Sarah.
Yes. And they take me back. We actually have to go back 7 years. So I need to go back to about 2014 into 15. This too was a difficult time for you?
2014, 2015. Oh, yes. Very.
Yes.
Yes,
Very.
it was.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I need you to hold
Yes.
on. We're closing out the chapter of all of these emotions and feelings. And this is happening for a reason, for you to notice what you don't want, what you need to let go of, and what you can create. It's to help you tap into your power, the power that is you. I am the conquering power of God in motion. Can you say that? I am
What
the
was that again?
conquering I am the conquering power of God in motion.
I am the conquering power of God in motion.
Okay. Remember that, because that's the power that you're going to utilize to transcend everything that is less than perfection. The conquering power of God in motion. And as you do this, Alberta, what you're going to see is that everything that's a challenge gives you a next step to take yourself out of it. When I move you into the month of February, I know we still have all of December, and yes, I know that includes January, but when I move you into February, I feel like we're in a better place. Now, was there a change in the work area? Because I feel like something in the finances, it got struggling in the personal level. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
So when I see that energy, they tell me it's going to shift. Something is going to open up for you so that you can be all right. And I'm also seeing this energy, and sometimes people get like a little freaked out when I say this, of change. This change indicates, where do you want to go to make life easier for you? How can you make life easier for yourself? Could there be a move? Is that something we shoot for by 2024? Where do you want to be? There are possibilities at play here. What God is asking, the universe is asking, is show us what you want next. Show us what's more for you, what's better for you. Give us the understanding of everything we need. And that will help you tremendously.
Okay.
Be open. What is your primary question for me regarding all of this? I know it's a bit of a mess, but what is your primary question?
Well, when you said work, yeah, there was a little challenge around work, and
Yeah.
I'm really kind of, I mean, the job is okay, the pay is okay, but I really want to branch out to do my own. I want
Right.
to
And that's
have
perfect.
my own thing. I have my LLCs for a little thrift shop, and I
Right.
really, next year, I really want to
And you will.
bring
They're,
that to fruition.
they're getting us
fruition.
ready to go to
And,
commercial,
I
but
guess
they're,
in a
hold
way,
on.
I'm kind of scared.
Yeah. Alberta, give us a minute. We're getting ready to go to commercial. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to pick right back up with you, and we'll take it from there. Because, yes, we see those changes. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Okay.
The world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart, the ways that worked before
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. Phone lines are open at 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Would you like to ring in 2023 with the perfect spiritual toast? Let Sarah Spiritual's New Year collection make 2023 a year of returning to love. The 2023 collection includes Sarah's New Year's bath, oil, mist, petition candle, and symbolic intention paper, rose quartz crystal angel, and the Return to Love Daily Messages CD. The 2023 collection is only $52 plus shipping and handling. To order your 2023 collection, visit sarahspiritual.com or call 561-682-0955. If you're local to Palm Beach, Florida, pick up your collection at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Out of state, have your collection shipped anywhere in the country. Order at sarahspiritual.com or call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955.
Are you looking for insight and guidance to make 2023 a year of new beginnings and fulfillment? Sarah Spiritual's 2023 forecast is now available. The 2023 forecast offers insight into love, finances, career, and health, plus a special personalized message channel from your angels. Your session can be done in person, by phone, or video. Looking for the perfect gift for a friend or family member? Gift certificates are available. To contact Sarah, call 561-682-0956 or visit sarahspiritual.com. Again, 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com to schedule your session today. Toast to the new year with Sarah Spiritual.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach. WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting live from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. This is the one and only The True Oldies Channel and Palm Beach County's Parks and Recreation present another Carlin Park After Dark concert with the amazing Chicago tribute band, Solid Brass. Get ready for hits like Saturday in the Park, Feeling Stronger Every Day, 25 or 6 to 4, and more. Mark your calendars for a free romantic Valentine's Day concert, Tuesday, February 14th, 2023. It's the Carlin Park After Dark Concert Series at the Seabreeze Amphitheater in Jupiter. Enjoy the on-site bar, concessions, and free live music in the beautiful outdoors. Valentine's Day 2023 with the Chicago tribute band, Solid Brass. It's a free event, but VIP seating pods are also available for purchase. Wow! Park gates open at 6 p.m. and the show starts at 7, rain or shine. The True Oldies Channel presents the Carlin Park After Dark Concert Series at the Seabreeze Amphitheater in Jupiter, 750 South State Route A1A. Brought to you by Margaritaville at Sea, Sloman's, 1-800-ALARM-ME, and Robes Law Group.
This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canales Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions. Welcome back to the next 2 hours of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. We have another 2 hours to listen and call in 888-565-1470, 888-565-1470, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
Yes, indeed. This world, it's changing now. And we don't know which way to go. But each one of us has a special mission, a special purpose. And everything happens for a reason. I remember the time when I came to Florida. And I didn't really have a complete plan other than working my big job and just chilling out and enjoying the scenery. After all, Florida was paradise. So I asked the universe after I fell and I had to step away from my big job and recover, what was the point? And it was in the stillness that I received the message that I was supposed to be doing something different than a big corporate job. The mission from the universe, should I accept the mission, was to assist other people, to help people. But it sure seemed like an awkward way to go down, literally, I might add. And it sure seemed like an awkward way for the universe to get my attention. But sometimes we have to be in a place of some humility, some understanding of who we are. We need to find our own individual courage. We need to align with our soul's purpose. And the world often has us distracted from its obligations and what's necessary to survive. So even though I loved my job and I loved doing what I did, there was a level of dissatisfaction because I felt like there was something else. I, the human, couldn't put my finger on it. So the universe said, let's take her down. Let's set her down so she's perfectly still. And anyone who knows me knows it's hard to make me perfectly still. So in that journey of being still, I had that revelation of I need to make a difference in the world, and there's something I can do about it. I didn't know what that looked like or felt like when I had the revelation, but I sat with it, and it was revealed to me. Open a place in West Palm Beach. Assist people. Give them messages. Help them know what their path is. Help them step closer to God. Give everyone hope. Because in a world where sometimes we feel as if we are hopeless, someone needs to hold the light of hope. So I did that. Never imagining that all these years later, this is where I would be, and doing what I do the way I do it. But I followed my instinct, my goal. Now, before we went to commercial, we were talking to Alberta in Detroit, and she was sharing with us that, well, she's a little frustrated with her work environment, and she's kind of feeling down, like there has to be more to life. And it's been a bit of a roller coaster for her. So we're going to go back to our call with Alberta, and we're going to pick up where we left off, which was right when she was saying, I feel like I need to open something, do something, create something, maybe have a thrift shop, really do something to work for myself. And that's when I had to say, we're going to commercial, Alberta, hang on. So Alberta, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Perfect. So hopefully you heard a little bit of yourself in my story. Feels like you're getting laid flat in a way so that you can realize that you don't have to be in this gerbil wheel, so to speak. And that, yes, you can do that. And as you were talking about your thrift store or some type of business, what I was hearing was, yes, yes, yes. Let her do that. Have her be in that energy of something that's her own. Encourage her, because it's the perfect place for you to be. It's doing something that's uniquely for you. It's so powerful.
You know, Sarah, and it's almost like I have it in my head, and I want to share it with family, but I'm just afraid that they will,
shoot it down,
knock it down, not support.
Yes.
And I guess that's kind of one of my drawbacks.
So
because,
let me share this
like I
with
said,
you.
it's been
Let me share this with you, Alberta. There's a statement that says, "Let your desires be spoken only unto the Lord." So for now, you are just in the incubation period. You're thinking about it. You're weighing it out. You're planning it. You're daydreaming. Don't give other people the opportunity to let their experiences, which are not yours, their soul's journey, which is not yours, to influence your decision making. When I chose to open the center, when I chose this path, I told no one. No one. And the people who knew me went, "You're doing what? You're what?" Like they didn't know what to do with it. But at that point, I was pretty much almost open. And it didn't matter. And the people that I had met along the way, they were my new supporters. You see, people want to keep us in the box that they're used to seeing us in because it makes them feel more comfortable. So while you are daydreaming, let that daydream inside of you just step into this power of, I can do it. And look and see, what would it be like to rent a spot? Where would you go? Where would you love to be? Where would you get the things for your thrift shop? Where would you gather them? You have to acquire some things. Perhaps we will pick up some items and then open a little storage unit and keep them there and begin to prepare. And that's if you choose that path. But there's so much you have to do in order to get where you want to go, to even open the door and say, I'm in business now. We need not ask anyone else's advice unless it's someone who's truly, truly, truly going to put on their pom-poms and say, you can do it and be your cheerleader. Which we can all put our pom-poms on and say, Alberta, you can do it. Because everyone who listens to this show knows that we all believe that there's something stronger within each of us that is moving us in the direction of ultimately what we've come to be, Alberta. And that's so important to you. So let it incubate. Yes.
Can I ask one question, and then I know you have to move on to
Yes.
other callers?
Yes.
When I was saying to you that, my back was up against the wall,
Yes.
and you spoke about, my financial struggles and that. But I had a person to offer up some financial assistance.
Yeah.
And they gave, I guess, maybe not even half of it, just a little bit of it. And they said to me, they texted me, they said, well, I'll give you the rest on Monday. Now, when they offered, I didn't want to take it because I'm not
Right.
like that. I like to have my own. I like to get it on my own. But, Sarah, I haven't heard a word from them from that moment on.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a person that I really look up to and would not have thought that they would have
Reneged on it.
did
Yes.
that or
Mhm.
said that and offered it up and didn't come through. And I'm just in my head, I've been wondering, Lord, why did they do that?
Well, perhaps it was going to be too much for them to hold over your head. And I know that sounds harsh, but everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the Band-Aid was that assists you, know that the universe will make up for it. It's truly possible.
Okay.
And I wouldn't ask, not a peep. Not a peep.
Oh, you don't have to worry.
Yeah?
Oh, you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Not a
yeah.
peep.
I've learned my lesson well with
Yeah.
that. Oh, yeah.
It'll work out. You will see. And things will really feel like you're in much better control by February. All right, my dear, we do have to pop
Okay.
off. Thank you so much.
Okay.
We greatly appreciate chatting with
thank
you.
you, Sarah.
Bye for now. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're answering your questions live here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. We're going to pop over to South Carolina. I have Dawn on the line. Dawn, how are you doing tonight?
Miss Sarah?
Hello, how are
Hello?
you? Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Hello, Dawn. How are you?
Miss Sarah?
Yes.
I'm all right. How are you, Miss Sarah?
I'm great. Good to connect with you. Dawn, everything happens for a reason. What is your question tonight?
Miss Sarah, I'm just going to be real with you. My mother was killed 6 years ago. You have helped me before. Following you on Facebook. I've been following you for about
Yes.
but I have been in our home for 6 years now. I take care of my sister, and I was in a relationship. He is abusive, and Miss Sarah, my health ain't good, and I just don't know what to do. I'm so lost, and
Yes.
I don't know what to do.
Dawn, right now I know you're feeling a little trapped, but there's an opportunity that's going to come for you to get yourself out of that environment so that you can be all right. And it's difficult for you because everyone is not understanding what you're going through. And there are people who can help you through this situation. Have you reached out to the people who are connected to the domestic violence groups? Dawn, we're not able to hear you, so you're going to have to keep the phone close to you in order for us to continue.
No, ma'am, because I took him back.
Okay.
I let him come back,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And he done it again today, Miss Sarah.
Yeah. So they will help you again. You are not the first person in an abusive relationship to take someone back. And if I were you, I'd ask Archangel Michael to be your protector. And you see, the leopard didn't change his spots, but it's his own individual wounds and where he is in his experience. And no one has a right to put their hands on you. So don't be ashamed. Many people have done exactly what you have done because we keep hoping and thinking that they'll love us the way we want. We keep thinking that when they say, I'm sorry, it's enough. But it really isn't enough. It isn't the energy of connection the way you want it to be. And so you go and you create what you need to take him out of the house. It is your house, correct?
Yes, ma'am. My mom was killed, and I inherited the house. And I've been here for 6 years now,
Yeah.
and I take care of my sister. But, Sarah, I'm sick also. I have health problems going on,
Yeah.
and I just feel like the world would be a better place without me.
Well, we know that's not true. But I know you feel that feeling, and you do need to speak with someone. You need to talk to someone who's going to assist you in that conversation of learning to love yourself. You see, the world has beaten you down, and he has made you feel like you're not worthy. And the angels and the divine have you here for a reason. The reason you're here is so that you can assist other people, so that you can be a role model. You have a purpose, and your sister needs you. But yes, I know you feel worthless, not good enough, that life is constantly throwing you a curveball and you feel as if you're a punching bag. And literally you are. And all you really wanted was someone to love you. You attracted someone who was incapable of loving you. And now we have to choose to love ourselves first and not allow him to have this power. So you contact the authorities and you do what's needed to do to protect yourself. And then step by step, those who love you will help you put your life back together. And you choose you. It's not selfish to choose you. See, there's a bright light inside of you, the power of God that exists. And that light is the force of courage and strength you didn't even know you had. So it's time for you to call upon that light and that strength and that power, and for you to utilize it. On behalf of all that has happened in your favor, use that power, harness that, all that has happened that has been favorable, harness that so that you can transcend to something even better for yourself, for your sister, your mother. who's always with you. She was a strong woman, yes? And she went through her share of difficulties. But she always made sure that there was food on the table and that you were okay, yes?
Yes, ma'am, she did.
Yes. No matter how much she was suffering. And based on the journey that I see from your mom of her life, there were times she wanted to quit too. But she had her family to look out for. And you have been the light for your sister. She entrusted you with that job, correct?
Yes, ma'am, for the last 5 years. Yes, ma'am,
Yes.
you're correct.
And that job is not an easy job, as much as you love your sister, yes?
No, ma'am, it isn't.
But your mom knew you could do it. But you have to do for you. You see, nowhere in your life have you been able to do for yourself. So, in giving with the theme of the show, everything happens for a reason. Let's look at the reasons that have led you here, shall we? It's time for you to recognize who you are, a powerful being. It's time for you to recognize that you can't convince people to be different. They have to be someone different. It's time for you to recognize that the blessings that you have, your roof over your head, are there so that you can focus on caring for your sister and then being sure that you have enough to put food on the table, just like your mother did. You see, your mother makes me aware of a picture that you have in the house that is important to you. It's a picture of her. And did you take that picture down and put it somewhere safe recently, please?
I put it in the front room.
Okay. Yeah. Because she makes me feel like you moved the picture recently, yes?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You did. You see, she's all around you. So, if she's here, guiding you every step of the way, and she was an incredibly strong woman, then you have the power to choose to live your life the way you choose, in authenticity, in kindness, in love, in light, and disconnect from anyone and everyone that mistreats you, because you don't deserve that. You don't deserve to be disrupted. You don't deserve to be criticized and verbally and emotionally and physically abused. No one deserves that. So gather yourself. And when you're ready, you make that call that changes your life. But don't ever go back. Because no one is going to love you the way you deserve to be loved until you learn to love yourself and honor yourself. Because as long as you feel not worthy, not good enough, not smart enough, not pretty enough, not financially sound enough, and all the things that you've said to yourself over and over and over again, as you learn to appreciate and love yourself, you are going to have a fabulous energy around you that will begin to attract different and new experiences that are the ones that are meant for you. You see, this person that you're with sees you as an opportunity to make sure they're okay. And you're not here to support anyone who doesn't come to the table with love, respect, and pulling their weight in the experience of life. You deserve that. And now it's time to not beat yourself up because you've went backwards. It's time for you to use that backwards movement as the kick forward, because all the weight is on your back leg. Lean back and then leap forward, away from this story. I'm not trained in domestic violence, although I've sat with many of them. I helped them rebuild their lives after they got out and helped them get jobs and groom themselves. It was something I was blessed to do when I was in New Jersey. So I'm familiar with the story. And so you have a power inside of you to make this change. And the minute you choose to change, because we can't change anyone else, the minute you choose to change and claim your worth, the doors are going to open. But don't go into 2023 wondering the purpose of your life and why you're even here. You're here because you were appointed to be a light in your own unique way. Let's fast forward, shall we? Let's go forward to you stepping into the power of your soul, which is what this 2023 represents for you, according to the destiny of your soul that I see. And the power that I see inside of you is this energy you can use to harness and make a difference for other people. And not just exist, but live your life. It's such a powerful time for you. Do not allow the anger and frustration and disrespect of another to rob you of your joy and your spirit's potential. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am, it does.
I am not a trained therapist or counselor. As you continue to feel dissatisfied with life, do call someone. Ask for help. We all need help. You'll do that, yes?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
Okay.
Rose. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, do not allow anyone to disrespect you, disrupt you. Something occurs, you just pick up the phone and you call for assistance and have him removed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Be safe. I know our whole audience is rooting for you. Be sure to send me a message and let me know that all is well. The angels are with you.
Yeah.
All right. Keep us posted. Bye for now. If any one of you are listening and you too understand this feeling and you feel you need to talk to someone, then pick up the phone and ask for assistance. No one should ever suffer on their own. Everyone has had their moments where we didn't feel like we could carry the weight any longer. And those are the days when we're all on our knees and we say, God, why is this happening to me? What did I do? What did I do wrong? And how did I get myself into this? We've all had that experience at one point or another. But no one should ever have to do that alone. Each one of us has a power to step out of it. And no one is meant to suffer. Even though we've had moments of disharmony and, yes, suffering, because we didn't understand where that suffering was leading us to. There's a place inside of us all that has the power to have all the power the universe has and to make a difference in our own life and find our own joy and fulfillment. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go to our Facebook friends at 888-565-1470 if you want to call in. We'll go to our YouTube friends as well, so line up your questions. We'll be answering those questions and so much more. And of course, on our phone lines, we have some people holding, but I think we have room for you, so pick up the phone and join us. When we come back, we'll see our friends on Facebook and YouTube. Stay with us. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on VCMG. We'll be right back.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Would you like to ring in 2023 with the perfect spiritual toast? Let Sarah Spiritual's New Year collection make 2023 a year of returning to love. The 2023 collection includes Sarah's New Year's bath, oil, mist, petition candle, and symbolic intention paper, rose quartz crystal angel, and the Return to Love Daily Messages CD. The 2023 collection is only $52 plus shipping and handling. To order your 2023 collection, visit sarahspiritual.com or call 561-682-0955. If you're local to Palm Beach, Florida, pick up your collection at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Out of state, have your collection shipped anywhere in the country. Order at sarahspiritual.com or call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Have you heard me? Do you know me? Do you know my voice? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking to all of you, all across the nation, at 888-565-1470. And we've got quite a bit more time on the show. We're going to be talking to all of you till 9 p.m. So be sure to pick up that phone and let's have a conversation answering these questions. If you'd like to know more about me, Sarah Spiritual, visit sarahspiritual.com. There you'll learn about my products, my sessions, and the classes that I teach. Are you local? Would you love to pop into the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm? Well, we're going to be there. We're going to be there Tuesday to Saturday from 11 to 6, and we welcome you. We do personal in-person sessions, so please give a call to the center and make your spot reserved for your personal New Year's session or just your general reading. Got questions about life? Want to know about your guides and your angels? We make all of those connections for you. And my products, well, we have got sprays and oils. We've got fabulous baths. We've got all types of books, crystals, herbs, incense holders. We've got beautiful things that can help you create the perfect energy to create the perfect experience. So visit us at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in West Palm Beach. We're located in the Tree of Life Plaza. All the way towards the back, we've got a beautiful corner unit. And let's not forget our New Year's forecast and our New Year's kit. Our New Year's forecasting kit includes your reading of the 2023 What's to Come and our fabulous New Year's kit, which includes a spray and oil, a candle, a parchment paper for your intentions, a beautiful rose quartz angel, a fabulous bath, and a CD that holds all of our popular songs that you hear live on the show, as well as some meditations and some decrees for you to be listening to daily. And we also have a parchment petition paper that lets you write down your intentions for 2023. I sure hope you visit us at our Enlightenment Center, or perhaps go to sarahspiritual.com. Well, enough about all of that. We've got callers on the board at 888-565-1470, and we're going to go to New York. I've got Sarah. Sarah, how are you tonight? Good to have you here, Sarah.
Hello, how are you?
I am good, Sarah. Welcome to the show. Everything happens for a reason. What's your question for us tonight?
Okay, it's a quick one. So recently I've been getting this rash like all over my body, but at like different times, like it comes and goes and it's in different areas. And I just wanted to know if it was like a spiritual manifestation of something.
Something that you're holding, I understand the question, something you're holding in that's starting to come out and it's kind of releasing. That's the point of your question, yes? So when I look at it, the first thing Spirit tells me, and I'm not a doctor, I cannot diagnose, but it keeps coming in and out, but I feel like there's a food or a substance that you're coming in contact with that's causing an allergy. Because it's almost as if it's a little patch of hives. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So, not being a doctor, but my guides tell me, look to your food, remove some foods, go to a doctor. I feel as if there's some allergy or allergen that you're coming in contact with. And when you get that response from your doctor and you isolate that, it'll begin to go away. Now, everything happens for a reason. And so even something that is physical has an emotional component to it. And that emotional component also impacts us spiritually. So now let's take a look at that. The emotional component to the whole story is simply that you are holding in a lot that you're not saying. You're holding in things that need to break out of you. And so therefore you're breaking out. So are there thoughts and words that we're not saying? Are we feeling trapped in a particular way, not feeling as if we have our own personal power? And there's things we need to voice, but we're not really voicing?
Makes a lot of sense.
It does, right? So do the work around the emotions and the spiritual energy, but then please go to the doctor and see what you need to do to get that corrected. All right? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you for listening to the show. Bye for now.
Always. Bye. Thank you.
888-565-1470. We're going to go to our friends on Facebook and on YouTube and pull a few questions before we go back to our phone lines. We've got Shannon Watson. She said, whoa, Sarah, it's been a rough year. Shannon, I feel you. She said that there's really something that has to happen. She needs a breakthrough with her husband, returning through all the depression and stubbornness following their separation. She really needs that breakthrough, and she wants her husband to come home. And this difficulty with your husband, he's really in this journey of not being able to find himself, and he's trying to understand his own personal limitations and his power. And when I step us back to the energy of 2020 for him, this year was a shifting year for him. And he really felt disconnected and alone. And he wasn't feeling good about himself. I know 2020 was rough for all of us, but it hit him in a personal way that caused him to begin to question things. And that questioning was questioning everything, including the relationship, including the love, including the connection. And he doesn't like to be told what to do. He is a stubborn guy, and he doesn't like to hear other people's opinion when he's not ready. You're going to have to let him be. But I can look to the future. And I feel as if he needs this time out. But it's going to take a few more months before he can really find his way back home. My guides are telling me that he needs to talk to someone, a therapist, a counselor. He needs that additional guidance in his journey. And you need to be patient. And they also tell me to tell you, Shannon Watson, it's not about you. It's not you. You're not the problem in the story. He may try to push it off on you, but that's not the problem. He's not feeling good and worthy within himself. And he thought he'd be further along and in a different space in his life and this journey. And call it a midlife crisis, whatever you want, but he's got to go through it. And he's got to walk the path alone. And you need to allow him this space. I know you love him very much, but you're also feeling abandoned. And Shannon Watson, what I see here is that the abandonment that you've had from before as a little one, not feeling seen and heard, and truly being abandoned, is coming up to the surface. So you do your work, honor yourself, and know that this too will pass, and that he will find his way back to you. He just needs the space. We know it's a difficult time, especially during the holidays. We send you much empathy, love, and we hold the space for him to return and follow his heart and work his way back to you. Thank you for your question. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us on Facebook. Now we're going to go to our friends on Facebook or YouTube. We've got our YouTube. We've got Liz Ann of London. She would like to know if her housing is intended to move or should she concentrate energy healing. She's learning all about energy and quantum energy, and right now she helped a lady reduce her tooth pain. So your housing is working on trying to move you, and I know that you have an intention, Liz Ann of London, to make a move, and that you'd like a different flat. Another spot, eh? Well, there is a spot for you. You have to be patient with this process. There's a lot of paperwork, and they're waiting for something to open up. And that's out of your control. But I do know that you want to have a move, and I want you not to waver in the visioning of that move. As far as healing, concentrate on healing yourself. Send the healing energy to your home. Send the healing energy out to the world. And then, yes, open up your energy channels to quantum healing and allow that energy to flow through you so you could work the energy for someone else who needs healing. And as you perfect this energy, you're going to find that you're able to make a difference in other people's lives by your choosing that path. Well, we'll hold the energy and space for you on this holiday season, that you get some information really soon as to how you're going to be able to make a move in your housing and work on your healing. Bye for now, Liz Ann of London. Thank you for your YouTube question. We're going to pop back to our phone lines. We're going to go to Christina. Christina is in Florida. Christina, how are you tonight?
Hi, I'm doing okay, but I'm actually visiting, possibly staying up here in Ohio now.
Oh, beautiful.
With my daughter, because I'm kind of going through a divorce, it looks like.
Oh,
and
no.
I was wondering what you saw in my future here, like in the next, if that goes through, soon, or, I'm worried about, wanting to get my own place and,
Yes.
being able to, make a future, because I'm riding the winds of change there.
Yes, the world is changing now, right? So your world is really changing. And it's interesting because according to your soul's journey, this is a time when you would be closing doors so that something new could come. And some of these changes are uncomfortable, but everything does happen for a reason, even though you don't want it to, right? There's something more for you, and you know that. What is your partner's birthday? What is his birthday?
11/14/57.
Okay. Well, here we have quite the interesting person, yes? You never know what you're going to get with him, correct?
That's true.
And he does not like to take responsibility for his part in the story. Everything's always the other person, the other person's fault. And he doesn't have the goal of direction, the drive that you do. He doesn't really follow through with things. And sometimes he misjudges you and judges you as if you're crazy. And that's very off-putting. Just because you are attuned to things that he doesn't understand doesn't make you crazy. If you're crazy, I'm totally nuts, right? But he doesn't understand who you are and who you've come to be. And so he's got to make adjustments in his interaction with you. Otherwise, the universe opens the doors for him to choose to leave. And although I know this can be very off-putting and disappointing and sad for anyone going through what you're going through, and I'm sure you have your emotions, I want you to be open to the new door of possibilities that the universe has for you. Because I see a whole new beginning. A whole new world. That's what I see. And I feel as if that you've outgrown the relationship. And he's no longer the vibrational match for you. And that when I spin you back about 2 years, more 2019 into 2020, you've been feeling uncomfortable. You haven't been feeling supported. You weren't really happy yourself. Is that true?
That's true.
Yes. So now is a time for you to really step into who you've come to be and give yourself permission to open up to new possibilities and let it go. I don't see him changing his mind. He may wobble for a minute, but you're not ready to conform to his rules and regulations. So as they say in the song Frozen, let it go, let it go, let it go.
I am.
And know that it's a new beginning for you.
The unknown is what's scary, I guess. I mean, do you see me, being able to, I have some ideas and plans, I'm brainstorming. Do you see me going on and,
I do.
things work, it going through the process?
I do see you being
What do you
fine.
see?
And I feel that you'll have a place and you'll have a new identity, a new way of life, a way to provide for yourself. And my guides make me feel as if your health has been a bit of a challenge as well. Is that true?
Yes, recently.
Yes. It's a purging.
But I'm doing better.
You are. And it is a purging of old things that have weighed you down and not allowed you to be who you wanted to be. And so we're breaking free.
That's true.
A lot of inflammation in the body as well. Is that true?
That is true.
Yes.
That's a daily, thing I deal with.
Work through that. Do some protocols to detox the body, to relieve yourself of inflammation. Do some work to cleanse it. Follow some of the protocols, perhaps even of the medical medium, Anthony Williams. Celery juice being one of them. Check into that because he has solutions for just about everything, and they're all rooted in food. Food is our healer.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, that's my problem. Food is my problem.
Well, let it be your healer. Let it be your fortification. All right.
I do have one quick other question. I
Yes.
have kind of a relationship issue with my daughter in Florida, and I was wondering if that would be resolved.
What is your daughter's birthday, please?
Well, she's a twin, but it's 9/2/98.
She's a
I have
tough
daughter and
one.
a son.
Yes, she's a tough one. And she tends to hold some pretty judgmental grounds. Is that true?
I think she has a mind of her own.
Yeah. Yeah. Very judgmental. Very judgmental. And she will resolve with you, but right now she needs to side on a different side. And she needs to feel as if she's in charge of her life. And she doesn't want any meddling. She wants to know that she can do anything she wants right now, which is part of the journey of her growing up. But I also know that she has found quite a bit of harshness in her words and used them directed to you. Try not to take it personally.
Yeah, I
You're,
know her.
you're very much protected by the angels. My guys make me feel as if you talk to your angels. Is that true?
I do.
Yes. Archangel Michael
do.
steps up. Archangel Raphael steps up. They all let me know that they're with you. So talk to
Thank
the
you so
angels
much.
and they will assist you. All right, my dear. Thank you so much for calling. We greatly appreciate it. Bye for now.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to go back to our phone lines, and from Florida, we've got to go to Illinois. And I have Eileen on the phone. Eileen, how are you? Hello, Eileen. Good to have you here.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm so happy to be here.
Good to connect with you, Eileen. Everything happens for a reason. What's your question for us tonight?
It's been a heavy year.
Yes.
So I'm just kind of wondering, with family, it's been really hard. I'm kind of wondering about finances, love, just future.
Right. So when I look at the energy of where you are and where you're going, the very power of it all is all about you finding your own inner power. This is a year of love. This is the year where love is given and love is received. This is a year of you finding permission within yourself to make changes that you've been wanting to make, but maybe the fear of the unknown have held you back. This is a time for you to not try to convince other people to look at your side of the story, just for you to know that your side of the story is enough. And your side of the story is important because it's who you are. And it's your truth. And we need not convince another. I feel as if when I look at this energy that balancing the finances is of great importance to you at this time, because I feel like they're stretched thin. Is that true?
Very true.
And when I move you into next year and I open up the year for you in January, I feel as if there's some shifts and changes that present themselves. They talk about something to do to generate some other revenue for yourself. Were you giving thought and consideration of something you'd like to do to add to your finances?
I'm kind of stuck with that.
Okay. It's
Not
something you'd
sure.
like to do, but you don't know what to do. Is that true?
Correct.
Yes. So making a list of what you enjoy doing and seeing how it could translate to a job, a gig, a side hustle, something would be a great way to daydream so that you can create and collaborate with the divine. You see, our divine inspiration comes when we sit still and we take ourselves back to the innocence and the freedom of childhood that helps us stay in the fantasy of inspired thoughts. And our fantasizing and our daydreams were not just fantasy. They were our soul whispering to us, this is what we have for you. This is the innocence of the world. This is the joy that we have. This is the power that's within us. It's so important for everyone around you to allow you to choose what's important for you. And I don't feel you have the support of people around you. I feel like people seem to pass judgment or statements that make you not feel like you're strong enough to do what you want. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
So poo-poo the
I help
poo-pooers.
a lot of people.
Yes. It's okay when they depend on you, but it's not okay when you want to do something for yourself. So poo-poo to all of the poo-pooers. And it's your turn. Diana Ross said it best. It's my turn with no apologies. I've given up the truth for those I've tried to please. And now it's my turn. It's your turn. I could see you doing something that is of service and helps people. I could see you creating something powerful for yourself that's making a difference yet earning income for you. Not charity work. Something that creates a flow for you. So think of things you'd like to do or the difference you'd like to make in the world and allowing your soul to whisper to you. Just be still with that, Eileen. The 2023 is a powerhouse year for you. So it is not the time for us to wonder and worry about others. It is the time for you to filleth your cup so it runneth over so that you can enjoy the momentum and the love that is coming for you. Will there be more love in your life? Yes. Will you have more abundance in 2023? You are determining that. You're not a victim of circumstance. Things are not playing out to the storyline the way you need them to. So now dig down deep within yourself and ask yourself, what do I want to do right now? And make that choice. And if it's something concerning a possible move, which is possible, don't let that slide away. You can move if you want. Don't let the story of all the markets and everything dissuade you from something that you feel you want to do. My sense from the guides is that you feel overwhelmed on all facets of life. That is also true, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, one of my mentors was Mary Kay Ash of Mary Kay Cosmetics. And she used to say, sweetie, you can eat an elephant a bite at a time. Not that I ever would want to eat an elephant, but I understood what she meant. It was overwhelming to think of tackling an elephant. So, guess what? You don't have to tackle an elephant. You just put one foot in front of the other. All right?
Okay.
Pleasure talking with you. I sincerely hope we've given you some
Thank you
insight
so
and
much.
guidance on this journey. We wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I look forward to speaking with you again right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Bye for now. You're welcome.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We are going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're coming back to the phone lines to answer your questions. And we're popping back into our friends on Facebook and YouTube. If you didn't already, share the page, share the light, share the love. And let's journey together. It's 'tis the season to be jolly. Stay with us, everyone. We will be right back.
Where to go? The world is different now, and people have lost their way. It's just not easy to be who we want to be, 'cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart. The
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. Phone lines are open at 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach. WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting live from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. This is the one and only The Jupiter Joe Money Show presents Christmas Oldies at Noon.
It's when friends come to call.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
Join the True Oldies channel every day at noon for Christmas Oldies.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Feel the magic of the season with 1 hour of your holiday favorites.
Melikilikimaka is a thing to say.
It's Christmas Oldies each day at noon. The True Oldies channel.
To celebrate all my special occasions, Cafe Chardonnay is the place that I choose. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Dining at Cafe Chardonnay turns any ordinary evening into a special occasion. For over 30 years, owners Frank and Gigi have created a restaurant with a unique atmosphere, elegant yet warm and friendly. Cafe Chardonnay features today's freshest local farm produce and seafood just caught from the ocean. Cafe Chardonnay partners with nearby farmers, ranchers, and fishermen to provide the highest quality ingredients. And Chef Frank's talent combines these fresh ingredients to create delicious, novel, exciting dishes.
Make every evening a celebration at Cafe Chardonnay, located in Palm Beach Gardens on the corner of PGA Boulevard and Military Trail. Call 561-627-2662. 561-627-2662. Online at cafechardonnay.com.
And be sure to enjoy a glass of wine from Cafe Chardonnay's legendary wine cellar.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Would you like to ring in 2023 with the perfect spiritual toast? Let Sarah Spiritual's New Year collection make 2023 a year of returning to love. The 2023 collection includes Sarah's New Year's bath, oil, mist, petition candle, and symbolic intention paper, rose quartz crystal angel, and the Return to Love Daily Messages CD. The 2023 collection is only $52 plus shipping and handling. To order your 2023 collection, visit sarahspiritual.com or call 561-682-0955. If you're local to Palm Beach, Florida, pick up your collection at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Out of state, have your collection shipped anywhere in the country. Order at sarahspiritual.com or call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955.
Are you looking for insight and guidance to make 2023 a year of new beginnings and fulfillment? Sarah Spiritual's 2023 forecast is now available. The 2023 forecast offers insight into love, finances, career, and health, plus a special personalized message channel from your angels. Your session can be done in person, by phone, or video. Looking for the perfect gift for a friend or family member? Gift certificates are available. To contact Sarah, call 561-682-0955. 682-0956 or visit sarahspiritual.com. Again, 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com to schedule your session today. Toast to the new year with Sarah Spiritual.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions. Back for the next hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in. 888-565-1470. 888-565-1470. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
The world is changing now, and we don't know where to go. The world is different now, and people have lost their way. It's just not easy to be who we want to be, 'cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart. The ways that worked before, they don't work anymore.
The ways that worked before, they don't work anymore. We have lost our way, and it's time to find our way back. I hear the song in my head, working my way back to you, babe. Well, we've got a burn-in energy to tune in to your guides, your angels, right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we do every Wednesday night, now from 6:30 to 9 p.m. And we've got our new studio, still working out some kinks, but you know, that's the biz. Sometimes things don't play out the way we want initially, but we've got to work out all this technology. And anyone who knows me, I'm electric, so me and technology can also be a little complicated. But we're so happy to be with all of you here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, answering your questions, and to our friends on Facebook and YouTube. I see some comments in the Facebook feed. Be sure to ask your question in one comment so we can address that question when we go back to our friends on Facebook and YouTube. But for this minute, I'm working my way back to Hollandale. I got Joey on the line. Joey, how are you tonight?
Hello.
Hello, good to have you here.
Oh, hi. I didn't even hear my name called. Sorry.
That's all right. So we're working our way to you. Everything happens for a reason, Joey. So what's your question for us tonight?
My question is about always my finances, but in addition, I have a special question about my mom. When is she going to leave this earth with this Alzheimer's at 95 years old?
Oh, my goodness, yes. Well, I'm not privy to people's exits, but I can give you some window of time. I need your mom's birth month and day, please.
February 12, 1927.
Mm-hmm. And she's in this energy of she has no real awareness of what's going on and where she is. Is that true?
That's correct, exactly.
Yeah. Did she almost leave in 2020 and then she fought to stay?
I'm not sure of that.
Okay. I feel like there was a block or something in 2020 that she kind of broke through. I feel like your mom, believe it or not, is afraid to go. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Her husband is on the other side.
Yes.
The twin flame.
Yes, but it's still, she's afraid to go. She's not feeling ready to let go. And I'm not God, and I can't say when her agreement is.
No,
but
I
I do feel that she's been winding down. I'm feeling difficulty in the swallowing. Is she having trouble swallowing lately? Are you aware of that?
100% correct.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is part of the shutting down for
I'm
her.
Get a phone call. Mom has gone, and I'm ready.
Okay. Well, we can think we're ready, Joey, but when that call comes, it's definitely something that kind of shakes us up. But she'll go when she's ready. But I also feel that there's still something left that she's trying to work through for herself, even though it's hidden from others, because she can't
I understand.
complete the conversation the way we would someone else. And she had to revert back to something in her childhood so that she could find peace. So whatever that missing piece
You're 100%
is.
on because I picked up on it myself.
Yes.
I tuned in myself, so thank you because you're so special to me that you're confirming something that I've tried to do.
Yes. So she'll make peace with that, and then she'll be ready to leave this earth.
Okay.
Your mom did not
I'm
have the
just concerned
easiest of
about my
lives.
finances.
Yes. Question is the finances, yes? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we were going to go better on December. I talked to you last time.
Yes.
I think I don't remember when. But it's been concern in my life, on myself. I really feel that any minute I'm going to attract new things. Where do you see me in that direction?
Well, Joey, you're always attracting something new, I've got to tell you. But this is a year of you really stepping into this balance. And when I see the balance, I see it like a pyramid. And that which we can handle is on the base of the pyramid. And that which we have no answers for or no solution for, we need to put at the top of the pyramid, surrendering it to the highest point of the divine. And I know you know how to do that. But this is a test to get ready so that you can hold on to what you get. In the past, when you've received, you weren't able to hold on. It slipped through your fingers and or you gave it away. And now what's coming for you is yours. I kind of see that cartoon character. I don't know if it was Daffy Duck or Donald Duck, but it's like mine, mine, all mine. Whoever it was, I'm sure someone in the feed will correct me in the land of cartoons. But he's like, mine, mine, all mine. I don't want you to be like the cartoon character, but I do want you to realize that when you are blessed, we need the spirit of discernment. It's not for us to assist others at that time because you need to be in this energy of a strong foundation for yourself. And I also feel that in this transition that you're going through, it's really about breaking down the walls of personality and breaking down the walls of fear so that you learn to trust. And there's a powerful energy that comes around you in the month of February. This is an up-levelment of your spiritual connection. This is a next attunement for you, as they say. It's a spiritual connection of your spirit and your soul stepping into its next level of spiritual connection and communication and what's to come for you next. So whether it's a day or a 2 or a week behind schedule, don't let yourself lose sight in the fact that this creative, powerful being that you are is here to transcend past all the humanness and realize that you can be someone even more special than you already are. But we have to let go of the human concerns. And I say this to you, Joey, and I know it's meant for you on a particular level, but let me just add to everyone listening that that is the lesson for all of us in one way or another. For each one of us to not pay so much attention to everything that's going on in a way that creates fear, but for us to find our own individual power and collectively make a shift. And you are on that path. Finances will move forward. And I don't know your house address, and I don't need you to say it out loud, but I'm seeing something in the phase of 3 numbers and then a 4th number. So when you look at your address, is there a dash or a something that connects the numbers between in your address?
Well, no, it could.
Okay.
I can tell you. I don't have a...
Is your address connected to another address as well?
Well, yes, because I live in a mobile community, so there's an address for the place that I live at, but every house has a different number.
Okay, so this is what I see. The address, but then there's a dash, and that's your address, your spot, your space in the development.
I chose the number 109 because I liked that it was a 1.
Okay. And 1 and 9 is a 10, which is a new beginning, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So that's a number for you. Now, if I knew the exact day, we'd all be rich, okay? But I know it came not too long ago because I kind of know what the numbers are here in South Florida. But just because you're not in South Florida, anyone listening too, I got to tell you that it comes. I've had people get numbers all across the nation because they repeat themselves, right? They go in one state and then they pop to another. So pay attention, and when you feel that feeling, that prompt from spirit, that will help you get that extra money. And also pay attention to the number that's the address of the development and use that number as well. Okay, use that number as well. And so that would have, because we have a lot of double numbers coming up, that number you would add with a 0. So you'd say 330, or you'd say 033, right? That's how you would do it.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, so I can add numbers to it. Okay.
Yes. Well, because we wanted to break down to 3 numbers, right? We wanted to equal what they refer to as the cash 3.
Oh, okay. No.
Okay.
Hey, I won the lotto because of you. Thank you.
Yes. So
well,
if we can,
the whole lotto, but it was enough to go to what's the place, Margaritaville, and have a couple margaritas.
Well, hey, you know what? We're trying to create like an extra $500 for you, so let's go. So tune in to your guides and your angels and let them move you forward to something even better.
Thank you so much, and thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much for my mother.
Yes, and we send the healing angels to your mom so that she will have a peaceful existence on this earth, make peace with herself, and connect with the divine and her loved ones on the other side. I also feel her mom is there for her as well.
Wow. I know who she is.
Yes. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you so much, Joey. Thank you
bless
for your call. God bless you. Bye for now. 888-565-1470. Let's open up another phone line or two. We're going to go back to our phone lines in just a moment, but let's pull a question from our friends in Facebook and YouTube and see what's going on. We've got a YouTube question. We've got Jessica the Goddess. Her current love interest is upset with her, and honestly, she thinks it's displaced anger. Will he come and apologize? She's trying to give him time, but I think she's losing patience. Well, Miss Jessica, the Goddess, I gotta tell you that his displaced anger is his inability to control the story and the situation around the two of you. And you are stepping into this powerful energy of being in alignment with yourself and your purpose. And that this is a time where communication is greatly important to you. You are a strong communicator, and yes, you can be stubborn, Jessica the Goddess, but you are seeing this glass correctly. Perfectly clear vision, I see. And when I look at the story here, the story is about you finding your rhythm and your balance, because anything that tries to shut you down or block you or not allow you to be your true authentic self isn't going to work for you by your next birthday, because you are going to color outside the lines and live a much more creative experience for yourself. So will he come around? He is a stubborn Nelly, I gotta tell you, but I do see him popping around to make a different choice in his opinion, but we're going to have to give him a couple of weeks. So in the meantime, you stand true, hold your boundaries, and know that everything happens for a reason. And perhaps you need to look at this relationship and see what else in the relationship is causing you to personally feel out of balance. Sometimes we just need to let things be and let it go if necessary. Thank you so much, Jessica the Goddess, for your YouTube question. We're going to pop back onto our friends on Facebook and YouTube and pull another question before we go back to our phone lines. On YouTube, we've got Miss Kimberly Kathleen, and she says, I recently went through a breakup, and I was moving closer to him in February, just got out of the lease, and thankfully didn't rent out my property, feeling a little lost. Any insight, she asks? Well, Kimberly Kathleen, I'm going to say to you, the topic of our show, everything happens for a reason. And this is important for you. It's important for you to notice who we are attracting in our circle and thank your angels for getting you out in the nick of time of all the details of property and management and not renting out your house. Everything is working in your favor. I feel as if he wasn't able to show up consistently to be an active partner in the relationship, and he wasn't really ready to take everything in. So you may ask this question, Kimberly Kathleen, well, why would he say, let's move in together if he's not ready to take action? Sometimes, Kimberly Kathleen, people take the thought or the idea and the fantasy of what it would be like, and then when they pause and they look at what they have to contribute and how they have to show up emotionally, physically, and financially, they realize they're not really prepared to do that. Don't take this personally, Kimberly Kathleen. I know it's hard, and I know your heart is broken, and perhaps you and I should have a session to explore the intricacies of this person's personality. It's a little complicated behind the scenes. Kimberly Kathleen, I know your angels are there with you. Trust that everything is happening for a reason, and this too shall pass. Thank you, Kimberly, for your YouTube question. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we continue to welcome your phone calls at 888-565-1470. And when we come back, we've got to go to Connecticut. We've got a caller on the line. And where are you calling from? We'd love to hear from you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. And the characters they change.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Are you looking for insight and guidance to make 2023 a year of new beginnings and fulfillment? Sarah Spiritual's 2023 forecast is now available. The 2023 forecast offers insight into love, finances, career, and health, plus a special personalized message channel from your angels. Your session can be done in person, by phone, or video. Looking for the perfect gift for a friend or family member? Gift certificates are available. To contact Sarah, call 561-682-0956 or visit sarahspiritual.com. Again, 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com to schedule your session today. Toast to the new year with Sarah Spiritual.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me.
Because you know that you know me. Yes, indeed, I am Sarah Spiritual, and you are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on VCMG, and we are answering your questions all across the nation. And if you're new to our listening audience, we have been chatting it up on VCMG for quite a while. We have been on air for 13 and a half years, and we're so glad to have you join us. So if you're listening in the car and you wonder, what are they talking about? We're answering questions and helping people navigate life and find their way to their inner power and their journey. It's not just a motivational connection. It is a connection with our guides and our angels. And we're heard live every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. 95.3, 96.9, 1470 AM, and 95.9 and 106.9 and 103.1 HD3. That's a lot. So wherever you are as you hear us, we welcome you. We can be heard on iHeartRadio app. You can catch us on Facebook and YouTube Live as we stream. And then, of course, we save it there for you to go back. So if you miss a part of the show and you want to learn more, go back to the show, and we've got plenty there for you on our YouTube channel of Sarah Spiritual. Well, I'm going to go to Connecticut. I've got Tammy on the line. Let's see. Everything happens for a reason. Let's see what's going on with Miss Tammy. Tammy, how are you tonight?
Good. How are you doing, Sarah?
I'm good. Good to have you here with us. Thank you so much for your call. Always good to hear your voice. So, Tammy, how can I assist you tonight?
Do my angels have any messages for me on the other side at all? Any of them?
Well, your angels are with you always, all right? And you have your angels that are around you, but you are specifically talking about energy of the loved ones, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So your loved ones are not angels. They are beings that have crossed over into the other side. Angels have never been humans, all right? Do you happen to have your Facebook, your YouTube, or your radio on in the back? Because I'm hearing a little... Okay. I'm kind of hearing some reverb from all of that. So, Tammy, when I look at the energy, they make me feel as if in the passing of a family member, there was a great disruption connected to someone passing, connected to you in a mother-father capacity. There was something going on in your family when your father passed, please?
Yes.
And there was a big ruckus and disagreement going on at that time?
Yes.
Yes. And not everybody could see eye to eye or settle everything amicably. Is that also true?
True.
And we felt as if we never really recovered from that on a family way. Is that true?
Right.
Things have never quite been the same, yes?
No, they haven't.
And that's not how your father raised you to be. This is also true, yes?
Yes.
He kind of was a man of, this is how we do it, this is what we do, and no matter what happens, we're going to all stick together. Is that true?
Right.
Yes.
That's true.
So there's still dissension in the family even after all this time, yes?
Yes.
And there's even competition among family members to be, I don't know, seen or heard. Everyone needs to have their place in the family, but everyone's kind of pushing everybody around. I have a woman on the other side as well. She stands above you in the mother's position of the mother's mother, so this would be your grandmother, yes?
Yes.
Your mother's mother, she was very kind and considerate to everyone. Is this also true?
Yes, it is true.
And she's bringing me this gathering that she would host where she would have everyone together. And everyone felt like family. And she paid special attention to you when you were little. Is this also true?
Yeah, that was true.
Like you were her little one. She places you on her lap as if she would just sit there and talk to you and let you know that you were loved. And there's something about brushing hair. Did she used to brush your hair all the time?
Constantly.
Yes. She's giving me a hairbrush, and she's showing me her brushing your hair. And this was a action, of course, to keep your hair from being tangled, I understand. But she makes it feel as if it was a show of love and attention, a show of connection that she is with you. Always. And even to this day, you think of her when you brush your hair. She has always been with you.
I'm constantly brushing it before I go out.
And she's always with you. She wants you to know that you can only do so much to make people feel love for each other. Beyond that, it's out of your hands. And you have to have your own happiness. You've been struggling in your own personal happiness and relationship. Is that true?
Yes.
And this is very off-putting because you thought, maybe this is the time. Maybe this time I can find my peace and my happiness. And just as you settled into this, everything started to go crazy again. Is that also true?
Yeah.
Well, you have to hold your boundaries and believe that you deserve everything that you want, because it is meant to be something beautiful. But there's a lot of interference, and apparently everyone in your family has an opinion. Fancy that. Can't imagine that. Not your family. Well, right now I know there's a lot going on. And I understand that there are people outside the family who are also causing problems. And that's only exacerbating the inner turmoil that is your family at this time. Was there a difficulty with a property or a house around the passing of one of your parents, please?
I'm not sure. Probably my grandmother's, maybe.
Okay. Because I feel like something wasn't divided properly in the passing of a home.
Oh.
Whatever that story is. But they're making me aware that everything wasn't done as it should have been. Something wasn't right. And that may be something more that some of the elders in the family may know. But I want you to know that your grandmother and your father are very much with you.
Okay.
Okay.
How about my cousin Gary? He just passed a few months ago, and I'm like still in shock with that.
It was a very abrupt passing, almost like he just passed, yes? It was very unexpected.
Right.
They're giving me a heart, something connected with his heart, or something connected with the blood flow. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. When I look at the energy around Gary, it's a little soon for me to make a strong connection with Gary himself, because he is still in the transition of connecting to the other side and settling into that energy, because it was such a shock to him as well. It was literally, he was here one day and then he was gone.
Yeah.
But know that everyone that is with you is surrounding you in the energy of love, and that you're not alone. And that everything that you have done with heart, with intention. You have done with the kindness that you have. And even though people have misjudged you and thought that you were trying to be, I don't know, bossy or controlling, whatever the story is, even though they may have thought that, you know that you were trying to guide people into doing something because you didn't want to see them get hurt. Is that also true?
Yes, it is true.
Yes. So when I look at the energy around you, I want you to know that this year is a very important financial year for you. Are you trying to come up with an idea to make some additional money, business, something?
Yeah, if it works out what I want to do before the holidays, gift baskets.
Yes.
Choice for me to do.
Yes, it's there for you, but get cracking. It's the holidays, and people need their gifts. All right, so put that together, make that happen, and then in 2023, I feel like you put together a very steady income and steady business. So I want you to work towards that goal, because it is a strong financial year between now and your next birthday.
Oh, okay.
So it's a money time, honey. So I want you to move forward. Now, I do remember, speaking of lottery, we gave you a number. And it came in Connecticut. I know you didn't get it that day. I understand that. So, Tammy.
No, I forgot number. I wish I could write it down if you give it to me again. If there's a new number that you have for me to play, I'll start playing it.
Yes. So I am being led to the birthday of your father. What is your father's birthday?
6/18.
Okay. That's your number.
Okay.
I wish I could tell you the exact day it's coming, but you've got to play and watch, and it'll come.
I have another question.
Yes.
I've been seeing my brother's name a lot on license plates, Al.
Mm-hmm.
He goes by Alan.
Okay. So what is the question?
Does he have any messages for me? Do they know that Amanda's going forward with the internship? Are they happy about that?
your brother Alan's birthday, please? What is that?
12/11.
Okay. Ah, just the window of his anniversary.
Yeah, it's my sister's too. Yesterday, 10 years
Yes.
she's been gone.
Mm.
So it's all at once.
All at once, everything's coming. Well, when I look at the
Yeah.
energy of Alan, I see someone who could be kind of steady and stubborn at the same time. Is that true?
Yes.
And I also feel like he used to butt heads with you as well. Is that also true? Love-hate in a way, yes?
Once in a while.
Yeah. So when I look at this journey between the two of you and I look where he is now, know that he's in peace. I understand that his passing was not as expected either. So we've had a lot of unexpected tragedies with people in our family, yes? Just things happen that we couldn't
just
explain.
Had one a few days ago.
Yes. And we know that everyone has their journey to the other side, and not everyone's journey is the same. And when I look at this energy around him, he is very much supporting the energy of your daughter and her journey, because right now she needs to find her own personal inner strength and character. And the only way she can do it is to navigate the difficulties of a situation that maybe not be what she expected, but to learn to adapt and be strong and never lose sight of what she ultimately wants. And that's some of the family stubbornness that comes in handy, because she's able to use that ability to, make things happen for herself. And so there's a sense of much love, pride. And with regard of the recent passing, this is something that is most certainly difficult to handle, but is not unexpected. This is someone who, without her spouse, is really in a difficult spot. And so she really wasn't happy on earth any longer. So it was her time to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know exactly when she passed? What day?
There's something about, bear with me here.
There was what?
I'm hearing what they're saying to me. There's something about she was found, but they make me feel like she had passed about 24 to 36 hours before that.
Okay.
Is that Sunday? Would that be Sunday she passed then? Was she found Monday? When was she found?
Yeah, I think she was found Monday morning.
Something around Sunday is the vibe. I don't know the specifics, but that's what my guides are telling me. And I don't feel like there was any suffering in that. Well, Tammy, thank you so much for your call. We greatly appreciate it. We're sorry for the loss
so
and
much,
know you're
Sarah.
very supported.
I know it's been a bad year. First my father-in-law, and now her within the same year. You
I
know,
understand.
it's like...
But they were together in their life, and they're together now on the other side. Thank you so much, Tammy, for your call. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to connect with all of you for a very important message. So stay with us. We will be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Would you like to ring in 2023 with the perfect spiritual toast? Let Sarah Spiritual's New Year collection make 2023 a year of returning to love. The 2023 collection includes Sarah's New Year's bath, oil, mist, petition candle, and symbolic intention paper, rose quartz crystal angel, and the Return to Love Daily Messages CD. The 2023 collection is only $52 plus shipping and handling. To order your 2023 collection, visit sarahspiritual.com or call 561-682-0955. If you're local to Palm Beach, Florida, pick up your collection at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Out of state, have your collection shipped anywhere in the country. Order at sarahspiritual.com or call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, and we are here back on VCMG. We are answering your questions on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we welcome your phone calls at 888-565-1470. If you don't get through tonight, then join us next Wednesday night for our holiday show at 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. We've got exciting news coming down the pike. Eventually, there'll be times when you can come right here to our studio and watch the show live. We've got a lot of surprises coming for you in 2023, but we'll tell you more about that in the future. But we've got a caller on the line, and I don't want to keep any more holding. So let's go to Shondell, and she is in Palm Beach. Shondell, how are you tonight? Good to have you here with us, Shondell. Everything happens for a reason, and you must be saying, why me? Are you there, Shondell? Yes. And so what is your question for us?
It's more general. What is my guide pushing me to? Father, as well in business and on purpose, my purpose here on this earth.
So, well, your guides will never push you. So please understand that. They're waiting for you to wake up. And you've been half asleep, but no better time to wake up but now. And a lot of what's happened has been your wake-up call. Paying attention to things that really at the end of the day don't fulfill you and don't make a difference. Now, yes, we understand that we have to do what we need to do for our success in our business. But we need to focus on that success in business in a way that it perpetuates itself and builds more revenue and connection for you with other people. And this is a year for you to literally reach out and connect with people. The whole first half of 2023 is making connections, networking, building a stronger team than the team you have so that you have reliability in your job performance, in your company's performance, and setting all of that in motion. Now, purpose, that's an entirely different story. You see, your purpose is tied with your passion, and your passion is helping people stay on a path of truth and light and love. And your day job or night job, whenever you actually perform your job, I guess it's a little of both, is something that is not fulfilling you in that area and actually causing itself to almost ignite your desire to do something different because you're getting frustrated with the politics of the people that you have to interact with on a daily basis. Well, it's all fine and dandy because this is just the stepping stone. And when I move you forward, and I have to move you forward a few years, when I take you forward into the energy of 2026, you are in the path of something creative, something spiritual, something that is going to move you in a heartfelt way and influence others. Now, how will you do that, you may ask the question, but the answer is not ready to be revealed because it's waiting for you to have an aha moment. And that aha moment hasn't come yet because you haven't been able to be still. And you've allowed the energies of others to impact you so detrimentally that things around you are breaking down. Physical structures, cars, things in your household. You are actually putting so much emphasis on those that stand against you, you're forgetting the power of who you are. And Shondell, I say this to you and everyone listening to you. We will all have people who will not be in our corner, will not support us. We will all have people that perhaps are our enemies. Some enemies we make along the way, knowingly or unknowingly. But there are some enemies that come into our life that are there for our growth and our transition through a tough time so we can develop our own personal character and recognize that we are always connected to the divine. Therefore, we are always protected. It makes no difference whose eyes are upon you, whose thoughts think against you. That will happen. It is human nature to compare and look at others, sometimes with envy and jealousy. It is human nature to put people down. Why? Because we have been raised in a comparing world where someone must always be better than and greater than. Where ultimately we're all unique and we are all great. But we haven't been taught that. So people from their wounds and insecurities will rise up against you, and you will be triggered through your own insecurities to rise up against them. So this is a test for you, to be able to transcend through the difficulties and the uncomfortability so that you may move yourself in the direction that is, in a way, removed from everything that you know now as your reality. And I don't mean you're going to be in la la land like some daydreamer thinking you're invincible or flying around in a superwoman cape. I don't mean any of that. What I mean is that you're going to be able to accept your own unique identity in your aha moment and not really give a flying banana what other people are thinking and doing. Because you will know in your invincibility that you are protected by a divine light. And that when your heart is aligned with desire, it makes no difference what other people do or say, because you have that power. You have that power to transcend through that, not let it bring you down, and you have that power to rise above it, not in greater than, but rise above it in the light that you've been chosen to live in. And you're finding your way there. And accepting the fact that you're not just going to settle in personal love relationships. And you're done with drama. DWD. Done with drama. And the sooner you let go of any and all drama, the easier life will be. This was a setback for you that you've experienced in these past few months that are a set up for your comeback. Very cliche, I know, but ideally that is where you are. So recognize that and realize that the job that you have, the company you have, the work that you do is strictly a vehicle to take you to your ultimate destiny of your soul that unfolds much more clearly in the 2026. So develop your connection, develop your strength, develop the truth inside of you, and realize that when you're in the place of love, nothing can harm you. You are always forever protected. Does that make sense to you, my dear?
Thank you. Confirmation.
Confirmation. It is your turn, my dear, so be open to that change, Chandel. All right?
Yes.
Thank you for listening.
And surrendering to the universal flow.
Yes. And thank you for listening to our show and following us on the journey. We greatly appreciate you. And Merry Christmas.
Same here. Merry Christmas.
Bye. As we get ready to close down this 2022, what are you letting go of? Well, should old acquaintance be forgot? Get ready, because we're going to be letting go of lots over these next few weeks. At the same time, buying lots of goodies for others. But remember, Christmas is always in your heart. The holidays are meant to be gatherings of people and love, heartfelt experiences, things that bring back the childhood wonderment of your soul. So be open to what you desire in your heart and give yourself permission to welcome in the holiday season, regardless of what you have or do not have. It is a season to recognize light and the light inside of you. It is a season to choose love over hate, love over disasters and pain and difficulties, and all that we've been through as a society. It has been a trying few years. And even when I look back 20 years, it's been a trying 20 years. So for each one of us, we have had to go within and find our truth, our joy, and our peace. So for all of you in your holiday bustle, remember to find that joy, that heart, that love, and that peace. And know that you're special. And in the eyes of the Creator, you are unique. And the power that is you is the power of the divine working through you. Manifest. Focus on what no longer serves you. And know that 2023 can truly set you free and help you return to the center of your heart and be in the energy of love. I love connecting with you all every Wednesday night, now 6:30 to 9 p.m. We thank you, we bless you all, and we will see you next Wednesday for our holiday show, next Wednesday, 6:30 to 9 p.m. Good night, God bless you, and I am Sarah Spiritual.
Walk the way we did. We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart. The ways that worked before, they don't work anymore. We have lost our love.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. with more from Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach. WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting live from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. This is the one and only.